Hi there, my name is Fire56 and today I would like to teach you how to play Scout a little bit better. I really enjoy playing Scout, so I feel like I know enough about it, how to give people a couple little tricks and tips of how to be a better Scout. And first off, what I want to do is go through some items. So as you can see, I really think the scatter gun is the best out of all of these. Probably the Force of Nature would probably be next, and the other ones I'm not really too fussed about. But I usually just stick with the scatter gun because it does quite a good amount of damage. It's got the 6 rounds, which I really like. It's not got like a really long reload speed, and it's really good for just jumping around, shooting people, getting in their face, trying to distract them, and doing all that kind of stuff. And I really do enjoy using the scattergun. The Babyface's blaster I'm not a huge fan of because of it is more accurate, but you can't jump, and the Scout you need to be able to jump. It does give you the running boost, which is good, but if you can't jump, it's kind of pointless. So I do not recommend the Babyface's blaster, and that's just a normal scattergun because I've got the rage inducing. Yes, rage inducing. Then the Force of Nature is very good because you can get that knockback effect when you jump again, and then you can look down with the Force of Nature, shoot down, and it's almost like a triple jump, which is really good. You have to have another jump boost when you're a Scout does help, and also the knockback is good, and it actually does more damage. I know down here it says negative 10% damage penalty, but that is like counted by the 20% bullets per shot. So that means when I shoot, I'm actually shooting 20% more like bullets when I fire, because you know it's a shotgun, so it shoots out many bullets at a time, but this is shooting out 20% more than a normal scattergun is. And that minus 10% damage penalty is like going per shot. But if there's more shots, it's actually technically doing more damage. So this is more powerful than the scattergun, but I like having the 6 shots. I don't really like the knockback. If you're just running around and you jump up and you fire this, you go backwards, and now I don't really like that. The shortstop, no. And the soda popper. The soda popper is good. I'm not even going to talk about the shortstop. The soda popper is good. You get the faster firing speed from the Force of Nature, which I like. You get the faster reloading speed. You get the smaller clip, which I'm not a big fan of. You don't get any random critical hits, but as you're running around, you build up hype. And once your hype meter is full, you unleash mini crits, and you do a shitload of damage really quickly. You don't get the knockback effect that the Force of Nature does with this, but you do get the mini crits, which is really good. I will quickly talk about the shortstop. I'm not a fan. It gives you that 20% bonus health from like taking health kits and stuff, which is, it's okay. You get increased pushback apparently from air blast. You don't get as much you get more pushback. Anyway, I'm just not a fan of the shortstop in general. Right, let's talk about our secondaries here. Currently I'm using the guillotine just because it's fun. There's no benefit to using this apart from, hey cool, I got a guillotine kill on you, and that's why I'm using the guillotine at the moment. But apart from that, there's no reason why you really want to use this. But it can be good, but not really. Boink Atomic Punch is a very good item to use. You get the, you don't take any damage while you're under its effects. I think it lasts for about 30 seconds, so you can like run past all the enemies, and they won't be able to damage you, but you are vulnerable to air blasts, all these knockback effects, and everything like that. She's so loud. So loud. But anyway, yeah, you don't get any knockback effects. It's very good. The Mad Milk, when you throw this at players, you get all the milk on them, if you get the milk on them. And every piece of damage you do, you get a small percentage of that back as health. So, if you throw the milk at them, then you shoot them with a scattergun, you'll get like 10 health, if you do enough damage. And that is really good. If you're low on health, you want to have the Mad Milk on you. Pistol, we'll talk about that soon. The Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol is quite good. It's the same, actually no, I will talk about the pistol. The pistol is just a stock pistol. You get 12 rounds. 12 rounds do quite a good amount of damage from point blank to medium to long range. You want to use the pistol with the scattergun to do longer range damage because it's more accurate. You get more bullets, and you can aim at people a bit better. It's also better for taking out sentries from long distance than the scattergunners. That's all I can really say about the pistol. The Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol does the same amount of damage as the normal pistol, but it's slower firing. But you don't take any full damage, and you get 15 max health. This is what I usually use. I usually use the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol. You gotta be careful with pyros though, because you take 50% more fire damage when you've got this on, which pyros just become your worst enemy, pretty much. The Lugomorph is exactly the same as the pistol, so don't worry about that. The Winger does more damage. It lets you jump higher, but it's got a smaller clip size. This is really good for a scout who wants to jump around and get around the map better, and I highly recommend the Winger. Only recently, this 25% greater jump height when active was added to this weapon, and since it was added, I have been using the Winger quite a lot more than I would usually. For Criticola, when you use the Criticola, it's the same as the Boink Atomic Punch, but instead of being vulnerable to damage, you take and deal more damage. So once I drink this, I will be shooting at enemies, and I will be doing quite a lot more damage. I'll be giving them mini crits, which is really, really good. Also, I'll be moving faster, so I can avoid their attacks better. So it's really good. But the drawback to this is all damage taken is 25% increased, and that is quite a large amount. It's not the same as a mini crit. I think a mini crit is 30%, a damage increase of 30%, but this is only 25, so it's a little bit less, but it's still a really good secondary to have, if you can avoid damage, obviously. This pistol is just the same as the normal one, it's just strange quality. Right, let's talk about our melees. We have got the Sandman. Actually, let's talk about the default first. We gotta talk about the default. The Bat. It's good. The Bat is, if you're not good with anything else, use the Bat. The Bat is good. How could you not want to use the Bat? When you hit people, you do damage. What can I say? It's the Bat. Okay, I can't really say anything else about the Bat. The Sandman. The Sandman is fantastic. You may get negative 15 health. Usually if I'm using the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol, I'll be using the Sandman, because that evens out your health. But, when you right-click, or alt-fire, I'm not sure what your alt-fire is, for me it's right-click, for most people it's right-click, you throw a ball in the air and you whack it with your bat, and it goes into the air, and if it hits someone, it stuns them for a certain amount of time, depending on the distance. If you're point blank, they get stunned for like half a second. If you're like quite a few meters away, you stun them for about 5 seconds, which is quite a long time. If they're just standing there and they are moving slowly and they can't damage anyone, they may as well be dead. So this is a very good weapon. This is the same as the Bat, this is the same as the Bat, except it's a freedom staff and this is a ham. The Atomizer, I love the Atomizer. The Atomizer is fantastic. Okay, you do less damage to people when you smack them with the Bat, and it has got a slower firing speed, but when you've got this, you won't be using your Bat, because just having this equipped, you don't actually have to be holding it for this to affect you, but you triple jump. You don't just double jump, you triple jump, but on that third jump it does 10 damage to you, which is quite bad, but to be able to triple jump, that is amazing. This, plus the Winger, plus the, the Force of Nature, is a fantastic combination, if you're wanting to jump around. This is the same as the normal Bat. The Boston Basher, I don't really like the Boston Basher, but some people do. If you hit someone, it causes a bleed effect, which is kind of like the Pyro's Afterburn. But, what happens is they just take damage over time for 5 seconds. But if you miss them, you get the bleed effect. Which, no, that's why I don't like it. But, there is actually a positive with that miss effect. Sometimes, I'm not very good at this, but you can Boston Basher jump, which is where you jump, and just before you do your second jump, you swing, and just before it hits you, you jump again, just as it hits you, and you jump, and that bleed effect actually makes your jump, like, boosted, and you jump a little higher, so it's quite useful sometimes, but I've never been able to do that properly. The Candy Cane, I've used this quite a bit. It drops a small health pack when you kill someone. It's good. You just get explosion damage vulnerability, which means be careful of soldiers and Demo Man. But apart from that, this is a very good weapon because you get health. you don't get health every time you kill someone, it drops a health kit every time you kill someone. So that could be useful for everyone else on your team or their team. They can also pick up this health kit. So if you kill someone, you want to make sure that no other enemies on their team is around, because they could pick up their health kit and you could help them, which isn't good. The conscientious objector is the same as the bat, as long as with all the other weapons, except I've got a little icon on mine. The fan of war. This weapon is terrible. I'm just gonna say that. You do shit all damage to people. You cannot damage people at all with this weapon. But a really good thing about it is you can mark them for death, which means they take mini crits. So you whack someone with this, you quickly pull out your scattergun or weapon of choice, and you fire at them, and they're taking mini crits, which means they're taking like 100 damage every shot, and that is deadly. The holy mackerel is the same as all the other weapons, is the same as the bat. The frying pan is the same as the bat. My other holy mackerel is the same as the bat. I should sell that. The sun on the stick. If a player is burning, it's kind of like the extinguisher. If a player is burning, they take mini crits. Sorry, not mini crits. It becomes a critical hit against a burning player. But I've never really used it because, I don't know, a scout isn't usually with his own team. He's usually off trying to annoy the other team. Well, at least how I play. So I don't really find the sun on stick very useful, and I don't really use it. The wrap assassin, I used this for quite a while. It's kind of like the Sandman, where if you right click, it fires a projectile, like a ball, but this one fires like a Christmas ornament, and when it hits someone, it causes that bleed effect for like 5 seconds, like the Boston Basher. So it's like if you combine the Sandman's ball with the Boston Basher. It does the Boston Basher effect, but of course you can't hit yourself with this. But it's also like the Fan of War, where you get negative damage. It's not as extreme. This does negative 90% damage, whereas this is negative 70. The unarmed combat, once again, it's like the bat or the holy mackerel. This is more like the holy mackerel than the bat, because the holy mackerel, when you hit someone, it comes up as if it comes up in the kill feed saying you hit someone with this, and if you kill them, it comes up fish kill, and it's really cool. Whereas if you hit them with the unarmed combat, it comes up you hit them with the arm, and then it comes up arm kill, and you know, that's just fun. Right. So now I'm going to sort out my my loadout. Now I think loadout A is what I usually use, or that's what I currently have, or that isn't working for me at the moment. Brilliant. These are just hats and stuff. That's not important unless you like hats. Here, look at my hats. Fantastic. Look at my other things. Fantastic. So those are the same things. Yup. That's great. Wicca! Yes! Right. So let's sort out an inventory. Stop doing that. No. No. There. No, stop it. Stop it. There. Right, there we go. Right. So for this, I am going to equip what I usually have, which is the loadout here. So as you can see, it's 0% plus 0 max health on wearer. That's because I have got the both of these on. So this is plus 15 health, this is plus 15, this is negative 15. So they even each other out, and I have full normal scout health, which is cool. This is my usual loadout. I do exchange the Sandman for the Atomizer from time to time though. So anyway, let's get into a match. Okay, so straight away you can see me taking alternate routes, which is a big part of playing Scout. You want to take alternate routes, you want to keep mobile, and you want to hide from people as much as you can. Right here I ran out into the open and I got hit by a flare, so I go and hide around this corner, and I start to get healed by this medic, and once I got over here, I run out and I start trying to take some damage, do some damage onto this heavy, and I keep on running around him and hiding, and that pyro is being a good distraction for me then, and I finally get a crit, and I do actually finish him off there, which is very good for my team, because getting rid of the heavy, and there was also a medic there too, getting rid of a heavy and a medic is a big part of Dev 2. You want to get rid of medics, because they are a big threat. And just there I was getting owned, so I ran away and I got the health, because you want to get health. With health, you need health, obviously, that is a massive part. So again, taking this alternate route, I'm trying to go through here, but of course there's a pyro coming up and I get freaked out, so I start to backpedal, and I run away, and I don't want to deal with him because I know that he is evil. And I noticed my health was getting a bit low, so I jumped down there and I knew where the health pack is, so I went and got it. I started getting attacked by sentries, so once again I back off because sentries, I can't deal with sentries as a scout. Sentries, just game over. You can sometimes take out a mini sentry from a distance, and you can sometimes if the heavy, that heavy, that's a heavy. If the engineer is an idiot and he puts it in stupid spots, you can get rid of sentries if they put them in stupid spots and they're not healing them. That heavy just then, he was, I was going to say, I could see that he had the mark for death above his head, which is the skull and crossbows, which means he will always take mini crits, which is awesome. If you can get mini crits on people, you want to take him out. I take out that pyro there by complete accident, and I try and do some damage onto that heavy, so I jump down here to see if I can get around him. And he does get taken out by that sniper, so I was being a good distraction for that sniper to be able to take him out like that. Now I'm still running around, I'm still trying to stay mobile. I saw the sniper over here, so I attack him. But then he comes at me with melee, so I start to back off, and I kill him, and I jump down here because I knew the health was here. There's this pyro here, so I do a bit of damage to him, but then again I run away because I know that pyros are quite good, and I wouldn't be able to take him out. I saw that heavy back there, and I try and run away, but the scout was in here, and he sadly brings me to my demise. Okay, so here I am on Blitz. Here I am on Blitz. My current loadout is the Atomizer, the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol, and the Scattergun. The Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol and the Atomizer go very well together because I can't take full damage. So that's why I'm using that. That is a heavy, so let's back off a bit. Kind of like a spy hiding here. Go after him. Try and get a little bit of damage on the heavy there. Right around this corner. By heavy I meant. What the hell? Where did he go? Okay, that didn't go very well. Okay, so let's get back out of here. I got a wee bit of damage out on that guy. Again, go for that medic. Got critical there, so I put quite a bit of damage on everyone out there at that moment. Remember, you have got a bit of spread with these guns, with scatter guns and whatnot. So use the spread to get other targets and not just who you're actually aiming at. Now that guy doesn't seem to be noticing me, so let's see if we can take him out. No, he's getting Ubered, so let's back off here. Get some health, then I'll head back in. Thank you, Heavy. Now that pyro seemed to have died, good. Okay, there's a spy there. That spy could have been dead ringing, but I'm just going to ignore him for now. So let's run back out here. So as you can see, I'm like taking routes that people wouldn't usually consider looking at. And it's helping me take out targets I wouldn't usually go after as well. This pyro is going to come right up here. Okay, apparently not. You want to think, like, okay, this guy would probably do this. This guy here would probably do this. This guy here would probably do that. And you want to think, like, okay, so this guy's going over here, I'm going to go over here then. And while I'm over here, I will be ready for him to do such and such. I've also got to be concerned with what other people might do. So that spy was definitely dead ringing. You can see how easily he just died. The engineer shot him once. And although he could have had low health, I find that highly doubtful. So keep an eye out for anyone who looks suspiciously spy-y, like this guy. So we got him, because he was kind of being obvious. Now I just bumped into someone there, but I'm not going to bother myself with that because that doesn't seem important. And we won that round. Now, Scout is definitely more of a offense class than a defense class. That's why it's in the offense area here with the soldier and the pyro. It can be used for defense if you're good enough, and I'm okay. So I like to play Scout as an all-round class, not just an offense class. But definitely offense is where the Scout is most useful. So at the beginning of this round, I'm not going to be overly useful, because at the beginning of a round, everybody's going out there, everybody's attacking everyone else, and it's just kind of hectic, and there's no point in going out there at the very beginning. I like to actually wait a couple seconds, like maybe 10 seconds. If you wait a good few seconds, you can actually get out there just as like everyone's stopped their Ubers, and you can actually get out there and push quite a bit. So that's what I like to wait for. See, these medics and everyone, they're going to Uber and push straight away, which is actually a bad thing to do. If you're a medic, wait. Wait for, like, go out there, see if they're Ubering, wait for them to finish their Uber, and give it to someone after the Uber's finished, because that's when you're going to be most effective, for when they're not Ubering. Anyway, so let's just have a quick look. Okay, so I can see an Uber, but okay, it doesn't seem like they're actually Ubering anyone. Okay, well there's a critical Uber there, and there's actually a normal Uber there as well. So I'm going to back off, because I don't want to really be out there while there's criticals and normal Ubers going on. See this guy here? Good on you. He is doing well, because he has still got his Uber, and they're probably done with their Ubers now. So he can pop Uber now, and he will be very effective. So take out that Pyro. Now that medic has no defense. Now this medic has no defense. Now if I can get in here, and maybe get this health actually. Get rid of that engineer. See, now we're pushing really well here. So I'm just going to keep on running around. This guy's asking me to make a let's play with him. Distract this guy. That guy wants me to play league with him. See, I'm like jumping around here. I'm actually going to back off now. Now I'm actually going to put myself in offline mode on Steam, because that's annoying. Okay, let's carry on. So as you can see, I was like jumping around, avoiding attacks, and doing everything that a scout should do. Now we've actually pushed up quite a bit. Now I'm going to put frighteners on that guy. I'm not going to go after people. I'm just going to scare them a bit. That's what I like to do. I like to scare the other team. If I push far enough back, like these guys have. We can actually, now I will die here. I probably won't get out of this one alive, because I'm not in a very good position. If I do, that'll be amazing. So, right now, I'm just scaring their team. I'm not really doing anything. I'm surprised I'm still alive, actually. This guy doesn't seem to be aiming very well, so I'm just going to take him out easily there. And I'm going to their base back here, which they're not actually spawning in yet, I don't think. I don't know, they could be. So this guy's setting up a sentry, so let's get rid of that. Now that's dealt with. Now let's just avoid these snipers. Now I don't want to really kill people. That Pyro just distracted me way too much then. Because that Pyro, did he know what he was doing? I've got like no ammo either. I just realised I haven't really been paying attention to ammo. There we go. Oh, I don't have milk. Okay, I thought I had milk. Is there health back here? No, there's no health here. I thought there was health down there. Okay, let's go up here. I'm glad I'm still alive. I thought I was going to die then. Okay, there's health there. I think there's health right at the bottom here of this. It's not there at the moment. Okay, that's all about soldier, so let's try and see if we can get him. There's health there, which is good. Now let's get rid of him, because he didn't seem to have any defense. Surprised I didn't have like a heavy right there. Damn, and I'm dead. Okay, previously to this clip, I was killed by a demo man who was up in this area, which was kind of tricky for me as a scout to get up to. And I knew where he was, and I knew he was planting sticky bombs, and I knew where he was planting the sticky bombs. So I used that knowledge to my advantage in this clip, and I ran ran up these stairs, and then I jumped out where the stickies were, but I jumped out in an area where he wouldn't have really, you know, been ready for a scout to just randomly pop out there. And then when I was out, I ran up the stairs, and then I ran around, and then I took an alternate route again to get back up to where he was by going in the back way and catching him by surprise. Now, it didn't 100% work out how I planned, because he took quite a wee while to kill, but I do actually manage to take him out. So, I think this video is coming to an end. I've pretty much said everything I want to say. Really, all you have to do is jump around, know where health is. If you want, study maps. See, like, there's ammo here. I needed this ammo before, but I didn't know where ammo was on this map. So, I didn't know to go there. Because I usually think, okay, so there's health here, and health here. See, I didn't know that health kit was there, but now I know, so I'm probably going to remember that. I feel like remembering where health and stuff is a very important thing to do in this game. If you can just take, like, a minute or so just to run around a map and just like concentrate. Okay, this is where stuff is, this is where stuff is, this is where stuff is. Okay, good. I know that stuff is here now. I should be good. That guy did not know I was there. It's also good to be able to run in behind people. So I'm gonna run out here, run around this corner, and just take him out straight away. He did not know I was there. I did not know this guy was following me, and I'm dead. Okay. But I got rid of that sniper. So that's good. Anyway, I hope you guys have actually learned something from this. If you want more of these videos, I will make one. I'm probably going to make one for Soldier as well, because I like Soldier. I'm okay at Soldier. So anyway, I'll play to the end of this round, of course. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Oh, I just thought of another tip that a scout, you should do this all the time. Don't take teleporters. If you're a scout, don't take teleporters. That is such a dick move, like seriously. Don't take teleporters. You're a scout. You move quicker than everyone else. Don't take teleporters. You're a scout, for God's sake. I hate it when I'm standing by a teleporter and a scout runs past. Like, I'm walking up to it and the scout's just like, oh, I built it. And then they take the teleporter. It's like, you move twice as fast as me. Don't take my teleporter, you bastard. I fucking hate that. It really pisses me off.